I talked about some of the external efforts that are happening. We have the 5 community collaboratives, and as a result, in one families of schools, we've adopted what we've called the pilot schools out of Boston. Some of the school people might know about the success that Boston has had, and this really gets to the union issue that someone raised earlier. The pilot schools are essentially in-district charters. That's the short way of describing them. But they allow for all the autonomies that you would see in a charter school, but they're within the district. So they're still union employees. They're still under the domain of the superintendent. But the staff gets to choose their principal. They have autonomy over budget. They have autonomy over governance, curriculum, schedule, everything that you can imagine. This was actually a huge issue because in order to get the unions on board with A through G, they said, if you give us autonomy, we'll support A through G. And so the Boston pilots, which we have 10 of them, 8 that have been approved with 2 more coming on, that are being established in the lowest performing schools in Los Angeles, are the UTLA's, the union's preferred form of reform in LA. And it encompasses more than just A through G, but it's the college-going culture, it's the career-based learning that we heard about, high expectations and everything else. And we're trying to push these down. We have UCLA is actually opening a pilot that's going to be pre-K through 12. We're trying to get more of those elementary and middle school pilots open. In our East Los Angeles collaborative, they pushed, as many of you heard, to get the mayor in there to shake things up. Mayor Antonio Villaraigosa in LA is trying to have more influence in education. He's adopted 2 high schools and their families of schools, and one of those schools is our kind of education collaborative in the east side. So he's going to be doing some transformative things there. The third thing is iDivision, which is one of the efforts that the new Superintendent Brewer, brought in to encourage innovation. And so 2 of our schools are actually, one already went into the iDivision, which means if you go iDivision, you do A through G. And the other one is in the process of either becoming an iDivision school or a pilot program as well. And then we've had a surge of charters in Los Angeles, particularly Green Dot schools, which is kind of one of the names. And all of the charters are going A through G as they transform. So those are just some of the efforts that we've had in LA that are embracing A through G.